Welcome back, YouTube family. So I got a short but sweet one for you today. I've been modifying and working on modifying my two sports cars here and there over the last couple months. And one of them is ready for its grand reveal. The other one is still a work in progress. But follow along today. Let me show you what I've done. Shoot me a little feedback. Let me know if you think the mods have been tasteful. Are they too ricey or too much? And you know, I like to hear feedback and it helps guide my direction in modifications. So come check it out. I said, yo, I need the deepest dish that could fit on an Audi R8. It's the hottest spec R8 on the planet. Adjustable lowering springs, the best high quality are from the 458 Speciale. Do they poke out too much or are they perfect? One of the downsides for my property is I only have a two-car garage. Like the Urus has to get parked outside. So the sports cars go in here, but it's the only garage for the house. So we have a bunch of junk in here at all times. So in order to take out the cars, I gotta move stuff around and clean it up. So give me just a second, I'm gonna do that, and then I'll show you what I've worked on. All right, welcome to the second variation of the wheels we've put on the Audi R8. The first set, I gotta be honest with you, the first set came from China, from Alibaba. I thought I could spec it myself, pick the colors myself, and come in a lot cheaper. Well, that failed. So I'm on my second set of wheels. I should have done this from the get-go because they look so much better. They're the right color, the right offset. So what do you think? Here's what I've done. Most importantly, these are variant wheels made in America, made in the USA, multi-piece wheels. I went with the gloss bronze centers with the polished lip. And I messaged them and I said, yo, I need the deepest dish that could fit on an Audi R8. And they did not fail. I mean, this is not obviously the world's deepest dish. I love deep dish wheels, but this is the best we could do on an Audi R8. The problem with the Audi R8 that I didn't realize when I was speccing the Alibaba wheels was I've got these huge carbon ceramic brakes, okay? And apparently it's difficult to get a deep dish on this car and the Huracan because of the ceramic brakes. So this is the best I could do. And I gotta be honest, I love the way they turned out. We have 20-inch wheels in the front, 21s in the rear, to handle that big V8 motor sitting on top of 21-inch wheels wrapped in Michelin Pilot Sport tires. And you're wondering, Corey, your car's bluish gray. You have black carbon fiber everywhere. Why did you go with a bronze wheel? Well, it's a hot color, especially nowadays, but let me show you the party trick. You've seen this before, but let me show it to you again. This is why we're color matching the wheels to the interior. Come, take a look, especially in the sunlight. Let me do a quick walkthrough. If you aren't familiar with my particular spec, I'd like to think it's the hottest spec R8 on the planet. No, it's not a twin turbo one. Those are definitely hotter, but a non-twin turbo car, I think this is the hottest spec. Let me show you some of the modifications I've done and some of the options this car has that makes it a little special. So this is obviously Kamora Gray, that's the name of the color. It's Kamora Gray with, I don't remember the color of the inside, some sort of camel, you know, color. But this was the launch spec, the spec that all the magazines tested when the Audi came out with the facelift model. So this is a 2020 facelift model. We've got a carbon fiber front lip from 1016 Industries, sets off the front end of the car. And then it's covered in carbon fiber features. Carbon fiber mirror caps, carbon fiber all up in the interior, the carbon fiber engine shroud or surround, whatever you call it. All of this was an option. This car has it. We have carbon fiber spoiler. We have the carbon fiber door sills or whatever these are called. I forgot what these are called, like the winglets, covered in carbon fiber. You also have carbon fiber all across the bottom. Now I've added this second piece of gloss black. Makes the car look lower, wider. So it's not carbon, but it does have the factory carbon stuff here. You guys have seen the huge deep dish 21-inch rear wheels, $10,000 wheels. You have the carbon fiber surround by the exhaust. It's obviously a convertible, the Spider. Those right off the bat cost more. It's an option to get this in black, so all the badging is in black. And what else am I missing? It's got laser jammers built in here. Can't even see them, you gotta look closely, but we got laser jammers here. One other mod this car has is KW adjustable lowering springs, the best high quality, most adjustable springs you can buy for this particular car. It also has that mod. So you tell me, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, of Instagram, of wherever you're viewing this, how do you feel about the wheels? How do you feel about the color of the wheels? How do you feel about the size, the deep dish of the wheels? Do you think I have the hottest spec, non-twin turbo Audi R8 on planet Earth? Leave me a comment, give me a yay, give me a nay, it's a maybe, whatever. I love it. Hope you love it too. All right, now this one is still a work in progress, but I'm gonna give you a sneak peek. It has yet to be lowered. I'm still working on the spacer issue to get the right size, but I've modified it in an OEM plus kind of way. So it looks factory, slightly better than factory. That's what OEM plus means. But this F430 has a new set of 20-inch wheels. The factory wheels are 19s, these are 20s, and these are from the 458 Speciale. So these are OEM looking wheels from the 458 Speciale, put on a 430. I might be the first person to have ever done it. I think it looks awesome. Now I'm just dialing in the spec. Check it out. Here's kind of where I'm at with the wheels. Like, you can lower the car on stock suspension. It's got coilovers from the factory. I might lower it a smidge. I just got to take it back to the shop. The offset on these front wheels, I haven't decided. Do they poke out too much or are they perfect? And the rears, I know I need to poke out a little bit more. So I have 10mm spacers going onto the rears, possibly today. This might be the second part of the video. We'll see if he calls me back. But I'm putting 10mm spacers back here. And I might leave it at that. Just 10mm in the back, or the fronts already have 10mm spacers on them. I might push them in 5mm and also do the 10mm spacers in the back. So right now it's just 10mm in the front, nothing in the back. I'm for sure bringing the back. You can see, right? Like how it should poke out a little bit more, don't you think? The wheels are a little too tucked. I like my wheels to be flush. My wheels and tires to be flush. So this just needs a set of, I'm thinking 10mm spacers, and just bring the fronts in just a hair and it'll be perfect, which might be today. I can't wait. But have I nailed the color, the silver wheels? Have I nailed the fact that it's from a Speciale? Does it look good on a 430? I think it freaking looks awesome. I can't wait to get the rears poked out some more so it'll look even better. But shoot me a comment, leave me some feedback. Is it OEM plus perfect? And in the next video, we're gonna do the most controversial back-to-back comparison the internet has ever seen. I'm just exaggerating, but I am for real gonna do a comparison. If you've got about 200K to spend, 150 to 200K to spend, do you buy a V10 Audi R8 or do you buy an old, no technology really, Ferrari F430? Which one is a better car? Which one does certain things better? Which one's faster? Which one gets more attention? And on and on and on. I'm gonna help you decide how to spend your 150, 175K in the next episode. So tune in, give me a like, give me a comment, give me a follow, and I'll talk to you guys next week.